Hey, good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com, and it is Wednesday, March 4th. Okay, I'm looking at Google here. You know, the market was actually kind of weak today. Google, you'll notice, was essentially flat, so that's a good thing, right? Well, sure, it's a good thing. You look at the weekly chart. Looks to me like Google hit a bottom right here at 500 bucks. Unfortunately, at 578, we don't get to go back and buy that bottom. Instead, what we need to be doing, sorry about popping this in your screen, if you knew the technical issues that I was having today, you would laugh at me. Unfortunately, now we're in this camp where we've got to be focusing on resistance as opposed to the bounce area down here. And so I'm looking at about 600 bucks as the resistance area here. We'll come back here. See, 600 bucks. We're at 578. So just drag this up here. Okay, yippee. We got another 4% or so to go before you really have to start looking at this resistance level. So my suggestion is this, and we've got a trade going on this over on Option Market Mentor, and I'll be telling them this in a while. You need to raise your stops now. You can go ahead and get out if you want. By the way, if it's a long-term hold, you know, bless your heart. You know, you've been holding this thing for the better part of a year, waiting for the breakout. And so, you know, hopefully that's going to happen soon. But hope isn't a method. And so what I'm suggesting is definitely don't be buying here. There's just not enough upside in it. And if you're long, if you bought the breakout, just ride this puppy up with some stops. And by the way, you don't have to sell all at once, just like you don't have to buy all at once. But what you want to keep in mind, and this is just a general rule of trading that I tend to violate sometimes, always to my detriment. You need to look at where the good buy point is here, and you can see it here. And then the further the stock is away from that good, it's intuitively obvious here, but sometimes it just has to be said. The further away the stock is from that buy point, the worse and worse it is that you're buying. And so it's great to buy here at 530. You see the bounce. Even here on a little breakout, okay, you can buy here. Well, as the stock moves up, okay, it's up 3.5%. Great, fine. Now it's up 6%, 7, 8, 9%. Are you still going to be buying right now? Really? You're really going to be buying now? Answer, no. And so if you're not buying, just typical, you are like every man, you're every trader. If you are not buying because the stock has gone up so high away from the last buy point, then what are you doing? You're probably selling. So my question to you is, why are you even considering buying now? What you should be doing is either deciding to hold with a tighter stop, or just taking some profits. Take the money and run. Do the Steve Miller trade. More than a good song, it's actually a good trading philosophy.